Mr. McIntyre, you have the floor, please.
Thank you. This Parliamentary Assembly spoke clearly on this matter in the declaration adopted at the annual session in Baku. Starting with vicious propaganda and intimidation of journalists, Moscow created this conflict by stoking irrational fears and then reinforcing violence in Ukraine with men and materiel from the Russian Federation. Let's be clear, Russia has flagrantly and openly violated international norms and commitments, including all 10 core principles of the Helsinki Final Act. This is nothing more than an attempt to deny a neighboring country and a fellow OSCE member of the ability to make its own decisions regarding its own future. Russia has worked actively to suppress Ukraine's aspirations towards something that all of our members desire, and that is freedom, democracy, and human dignity. The United States underscores the critical role of this body, the OSCE, throughout this tragic conflict, which began with the attempted illegal annexation of Crimea. This organization is the largest regional organization in the world, and we have a prominent role in trying to end this war. We have been encouraged by all of the efforts of the OSCE in Ukraine to monitor, work to reduce tensions, foster peace, security, and stability. The OSCE can become a stabilizing presence if we do what we were called to do according to our core principles. We are concerned about continued reports of Russian and separatist violations of the ceasefire. We have seen little progress by the Russian Federation or the Russian-backed separatists since these agreements were adopted last month. Russian-backed separatist forces continue to attack Ukrainian positions, including several positions within the agreed exclusion zone area. Our frank criticism is not, as some may assert, an effort to create a new Cold War environment, but it's an effort to prevent one. Isn't that why we exist? This has been and will always be the purpose of our candid debates in the OSCE. Let's hear from all of our members. Let's fulfill what our mission is. We again call on the Russian Federation to implement its part of the agreements fully by immediately withdrawing all Russian military forces and equipment from inside Ukraine and returning control of the international border to Kiev. That's the bottom line. It's that straightforward. Russia must respect Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity by ending both its unlawful activities in the eastern Ukraine and its occupation of Crimea. Why do we have an OSCE if our nations don't respect each other's dignity, sovereignty, and freedom? This is a test of why this organization exists. The time is now for respect to be had. This is the test. This is the question of our time. May God grant us wisdom in making the right decisions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now,